Hi there. So I haven't actually done my diary in a while, so I'm just catching up with you guys. I do have a feeling that a lot of people are feeling like the situation is getting a little bit out of control with the amount of restrictions that are being put on to people. And it made me just think, I was walking this morning, and of course, living in Bloberg Strand, when you go out in the morning now, because the restriction is, between 6 and 9, everyone has to go and exercise, which I think is ridiculous. If they spread it out during the day, people have a lot more freedom. People can choose the right time of day, especially now for South Africa going into winter. Why would you want to go out in really dark, cold circumstances, especially with little kids who've been locked in for 4 weeks, all at the same time? It just doesn't make sense to me. But okay, so let's just stop that section there. But I was standing on the beach watching my little 2-year-old wanting to run onto the beach itself and having to pull her back continuously because she's just, hey, I'm free. This is awesome. Hey, there's the beach. Hey, this that. And has no concept of, no, you're in lockdown. You're not allowed to go there. You're not allowed to do this. You're not allowed to do. So all these things that we are feeling and enforced upon us through the powers that are in place made me realize I was just looking at the beach. I was just standing there looking at the beach, and I thought, who owns this? Who owns this beach? Why can we not just do these things? Why can we not walk on the beach, but we can walk on the promenade? Why can we not go out? We can go out between 6 and 9, but we can't go out for the rest of the day. And I just realized there's so many rules and regulations, and people are being closed in, and the box is getting smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. We think we have this perceived freedom because now suddenly we're allowed to go shopping and buy essentials and all of these things. So we do have that, but suddenly there's different things like the exercise is capped. And when I looked at the beach and I was wondering, this planet that we are all living on is no one's and everyone's. Who owns the beach? No one has a right to say, I own this land, I own this world, because we all have the same birthright. You and I and everyone else on this planet were born here equal. We are all the same. We think we're different, and there's a lot of opposing forces where people, through ego really and ignorance, think I'm superior. I'm superior because I'm educated, or I'm superior because I have a degree, or I'm superior because I'm wealthier than you, or I'm superior because I'm more intelligent than you, or I'm superior because I'm a different race to you, or I'm superior because I live in a different country to you. We've got all of these things that we think make us better than someone else, or higher up on some crazy hierarchy. That hierarchy doesn't exist. We are no better than each other. We are all the same. And the people in power seem to sometimes think that they are above everyone else. They have different rules that count for them that don't count for the people at the bottom. There's a lot of corruption. Even the education system and all what I think in the private schools have now turned into these businesses, very expensive businesses, to try and get our kids to just have a semi-decent education. It comes at a ridiculous price. Everything's become expensive. The rich getting richer, the poor. All of these inequalities really fall away when you realize no one owns Earth. We don't own it. We might own it on a bit of paper, given by who? By which right of who? Who gave someone permission above someone else to hand out this earth, and all the restrictions of travel and all these things that we can't do in visas? And I think it's a little bit insane, and I think we need to get back to the values of we are all the same. We all have the same wants and needs. We all want to live here just in peace and in harmony. Whether we have kids or not doesn't really matter, and all of these things around us, we just want to live peacefully, in harmony, without suffering, without being oppressed and locked in little boxes. And we are all essentially the same. So don't ever feel there's someone higher than you on this fake hierarchy. There's no one higher. No one's at the top of anything. We are all equally here on planet Earth. We are all born here. We all have a right to be here. And no one who's richer, more educated, more clever, better car, better job, prettier, skinnier, whatever it is better than anyone else, because we all were born here, just here. And no one really owns it. We all own it. We all have a right to be able to live here on earth peacefully and happily. So that's just my little message in a nutshell.